welcome back. This is episode 3 of Grotesque Beauty, and I'm gonna start right now. I'm not wasting any goddamn time because I left you guys on a cliffhanger. I'm gonna waste all the goddamn time I want. I fucking forgot the notes I was supposed to be playing. Moving on. Done wasting time. Anyway, we're gonna move on to a different thing, and I'm not trying to say that was my own tune. It wasn't. If you can name that tune, leave it down in the comments. It was played poorly. Again, improvised. Didn't plan on doing that. I actually planned on jumping right back into the video, and I actually haven't started the timer, so the timer begins now. So, as we know, Anita is hiding something about Hannah. We don't know what. Anita just admitted, okay, it's true. Something happened. Rachel's kind of freaking out. We'll see. I saw her. I saw Hannah. I was probably the last person ever to ever see her. The day she disappeared, after school I was heading to a friend's place and took the scenic route near the old forest. That's when I saw Hannah. She was wandering by herself, and so I went to check if she was alright. She was in a gloomy mood and wanted to be alone. Looking back, I know it was the wrong thing to do, but I let her go into the forest alone. I knew when I was down, I didn't want to be around anyone either, so I just left her. And she went missing. And after she went missing, I just felt incredibly guilty. I could have stopped all of this from happening if I just stayed with her. I know it's a shitty thing to do. You left her alone in the forest. Why did you do that? Don't you know how irresponsible you were? I know, it was stupid, and I've never forgiven myself for it. Rachel, I'm so sorry. I should have been there for her. I wish I could take it all back. Why didn't you tell me before? You kept this all a secret. The police could have done something if you told them where you saw her. I know it wasn't right for me to keep that a secret from you. I really did mess up. You were going through so much. I didn't want this to come between us. I was afraid you'd hate me. God knows I hate myself for it. I never wanted you to find out this way. It's incredibly selfish of me, I know. I've lived with the guilt every day. Every time I looked at you, I felt regret, and I've hated myself more and more. But that was my punishment. I have to live with the choices I've made. All the crap I've been feeling is all I deserve. I'm just so sorry, Rachel. I didn't mean to hurt you like this. She's trying to trick you again. Don't be fooled. You caught her in her own lie already. You must see that she's hiding something more from you. So that's it then? No more lies? This is really what happened? Yes, I promise you, you have to believe me. Okay. So, the thing becomes trust her or don't trust her. It's been 2 years. Her dad did seem very, very, very creepy. So we're going to break this down just a smidge, shall we? It's been 2 years since Anita and Rachel hung out. They were friends as kids. About a week ago, her dad bought a painting from a creepy dude. And her dad also got this really, really creepy look on her face. If there's something going on, Anita either doesn't know about it, or she does. Her parents work very late, which is a little disturbing. Which means they could be out at night kidnapping kids. That's possible. I'm just kind of breaking down the details of what we know. But we also know during the dream it said, don't trust her, and it came from Hannah. So... But that could also be a mirage generated by this creepy woman. Because... if we want to save Hannah, we have to say, don't trust her. But her could be... I'm trying to figure out what's foreshadowing and what isn't. Let me put it this way. If this came up, I found out one of my best friends was lying to me, I probably wouldn't trust them. I probably wouldn't. But given what I know about Hannah, or given what I know about Rachel and Anita, they're good friends. They banter a lot. They're joking around. They're having a good time. But Anita is jumpy and timid, and it would make sense that she would be afraid of what Rachel might say if she found out. So I understand where Anita's coming from in this reasoning. So honestly, I would say, I don't know. I think trust her for now, because I don't trust this random-ass woman. I still can't understand why you did that, why you did what you did. I don't know if I could forgive you for it, but I trust you. Thank you, Rachel. I just want to... One day we'll settle this properly, but right now, there's something more urgent we need to address. Our drama can wait. I'm disappointed in you, Rachel. I told you she can't be trusted. Why would you go against my word? I don't know who this woman is, but she tried to get us to turn against each other. One thing is for certain, she's got evil intentions. We need to have each other's back. Agreed. Such fools. Ignorant to the end. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Well, then let me shed some light on that matter. Oh, fucking shit. In the blink of an eye, the woman's demeanor completely switched into something fucking terrifying, as is the music. It's very unsettling. I don't like it. It's loud. I nearly jumped out of my skin from the shock. Her sweet voice became coarse and venomous. The sound of her words dissolved away any defiance. Her composed facade gave away her true self in the face of hate, anger, and malice. Malice. I love the diction. I love it. Piercing eyes stabbed daggers into my very soul. An unworldly sense of danger struck me. I've never witnessed hatred like this. You think you have the power to defy me. You know nothing of what you're dealing with. You're just an insect, and insects cannot escape my grand designs. If it wasn't clear before, there was no mistaking that this was no ordinary woman. Countless generations of evolution in the natural world could never design something with that exuded such an aura. Could only be described as evil. You will suffer the agony and the likes of which you cannot comprehend. I will tear the flesh from your bones, rip out your tongue, snap your bones, stab out your eyes, and grind you into dust. Okay, typical threats. You will beg for mercy. I say typical because, frankly, in a horror game, this is typical threats. It seriously is, and I'm so used to the trope at this point. It's just like, okay, whatever. I shall snap your bones, tear flesh from your skin, and grind you into dust. Well, here's the thing. You snap all my bones, I'll be dead. You'll beg for mercy, but there will be no end to the torture. When I'm through with you, you will have died 1,000 deaths. The figure of the woman grew taller, her shadow stretched until it touched the ceiling. Her smooth skin folded in on itself, revealing rough scales. Glistening eyes opened up in random spots all over her body where they did not belong. Her smile grew too wide for any human face and displayed a set of sharp fangs. Right before her eyes, her elegant body melted away into a hideous monstrosity, a creature far removed from the gentle landscape of grotesque beauty. It was unreal, and as it was, I was a living, waking nightmare. Okay, yeah, that's pretty fucking terrifying. Who fucking put the skinwalker in here? Punch it and run! I quivered at the formidable sight. My whole world felt small in that instant. The creature let out a sharp hiss. What is that thing? Now do you see? You had no hope in denying. It stepped forward in a challenging motion. What do we do? What the hell do we do? Fight! Reason with it, run, fight. Honestly, I see something like this, my first instinct, fucking run or fight, run or fight, run or fight. Never try to reason with it. But you know what, I think reasoning with it might actually work, because realistically, you deal with a situation where you're confronted by a demon who's tormented by something that doesn't fully understand, like, you're dealing with a tormented soul, and that's what a demon is. So, if you're really trying to approach it, you need to make it comfortable. You need to approach the demon with kindness, even if it bores into your soul, which is really fucked up. But like, in my experience, when I was facing my own demons, this was the only way to deal with them. In certain instances, you had to fight them off, yes, but I don't know, I think I'm probably going to die by doing this, but let's go for it. Let's reason with it. What is it that you want? I want your flesh. Surrender them to me and you will suffer less. What do you mean you want to eat us? Ha ha ha, don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't eat disgusting insects yourself. There's nothing to do with feeding. How? The time for talk is over. We will know soon enough. Please, we don't need to fight. There must be some other way out of this. You are looking to strike a deal. I have one for you. I only need one offering. Give yourself up so the other may live. No way. You don't sacrifice each other. That's a rude. No way. We're not going to sacrifice each other. I didn't need to make a decision on that. You do not sacrifice your friends for shit. If you're facing a demon, you don't sacrifice your friends, you don't sacrifice yourself unless you absolutely have to. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna kick its ass, and you're gonna run. So, yeah, we won't do it. Then you both will die. Fight this bitch! We fight it. Against that thing? Are you crazy? No way it's gonna let us go easily. If we make a run for it, it'll surely catch us. We need to face it while we're still together. Do we let it make the first move, or do we attack first? So I always, in a fight scene, I always play defensive. I let it make the move first, it can make the first mistake, and I can counter. But in a situation such as this thing might be quick. We don't know what it's capable of. It's not best to attack first, but a preemptive strike might be here. But it's already gonna be on defensive. We don't have any weapons. We have nothing to hit it with. Do we give it the opportunity to hit us both, or do we not? Decisions. Barrage looks like precision collision. I honestly, because I fight defensively, that's always what I do. But if we're in this situation, it might be good to attack first. Taking the initiative, I sprang forward, hoping to catch the creature off guard. It was an unexpected move, perhaps it had never encountered from its play. That was the hope, at least. Reality didn't play out as planned, as I reached the creature and shot out a tentacle and jabbed me at the throat. The strike knocks the wind out of me and I collapse on the ground below the creature. Clutching at my throat, I desperately grasped for air as I was suddenly thrust backward, pinned to the floor as the creature came on top of me. Great! It dug its claws into my shoulders, a horrible face pressed against mine. A until our eyeballs almost touched. Gross. I saw myself reflected in the monster's black eyes. A foul smell assaulted my senses. The creature widened its smile, stretching its lips all the way back, began to exposing an array of knife-like teeth. They parted like a guillotine ready to be drawn. The creature's jaws were ready to clamp down on me. I stuck out both hands to suppress the bite, pushing against the misshapen head with all my might. Staring into the black void inside its mouth, I saw a fate worse than death. Suddenly, the creature reeled back. Anita had caught it unaware and launched a barrage of punches against the creature's back. Yes! She fought with a fury driven more out of desperation than anything else. But the creature turned to face Anita. Her resistance died suddenly, like a finger snuffing out a candle. An oppressive hand stifled the fight in her. The creature lurched forward, taking each step, Anita surrendered. With a sudden flash of movement, the creature snatched something from her. Oh, shit! A spatter of blood arced in the air. Anita's scream shook the heavens. Disembodied limb fell to the floor. Anita dropped down, clutching her shoulder. The creature had just severed her arm. It kicked the disembodied limb to the side as if it was a nuisance. Anita's tearful screams were a mix of fear and pain. The creature closed in on her. I need to help Anita, but there's nothing I can do with my bare hands. I quickly scanned the room, searching desperately for something I could use as a weapon. My gaze immediately settled on the brass sculpture on the dressing table. It was small enough to wield and looked heavy. Perfect. I dashed over to it as the creature remained focused on Anita. It cornered her, moving in to deliver the final blow. Its back was presented to me. Without thinking, I ran with the sculpture held over high in my head and slammed it hard against the back of the creature. The force threw it off balance, but it continued to stand. I brought the instrument back and dashed it against the side of its head. The creature flew across the room, landing with a heavy impact. I tried to stand before it could fully recover. I was already on top of it with my weapon ready. The back of the creature's head was giving way. I raised the sculpture one more time and thumped it down, cracking something in the process. Without a pause, I rained savage beating against the monster, the sound of pummeling intermingled with my own screams. Stop! I froze mid-action with my weapon paused mid-air. The temperature suddenly went colder. Beads of sweat slowly traced down my... I just beat the shit out of Anita. A gentle voice came from the monster that touched my ears. The creature seemed to have disappeared and was replaced by a small figurine. She lifted her head up, and I almost fainted from the shock. Small figurine is of Hannah. Big sis, don't hurt me. Please stop hurting me. Hannah! The innocent eyes... This is a shapeshifter. It's a fucking skinwalker. Keep kicking the shit out of it. Kill her. That's the only option. Kill her. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read. I'm sorry. Basically, it still killed her, although the thing took the picture of her sister and she had to just fucking kill it. I might have just killed my sister. Rachel might have just killed her sister. Whoops. I swallow away my sobs, pull my eyes away from the terrible image of my dead sister. Anita laid unconscious on the other side of the room, a puddle of blood lying around her. A puddle of blood dying around her. I hurried over to her, fearing the worst. Kneeling by her side, I checked for a pulse. It was faint, but she was still alive. She was bleeding out. Anita, it's me. Please get up. We're safe now. The monster is dead. We can get out of here now. We can get help. Just hold on. Don't give up on me. The creature's behind her. We said we'll make it out of here alive, the two of us. You can't leave just yet. F After everything that's happened, please. Hang in there. I'm begging you. Don't leave me alone. Then just a sign of life awaken. Just a sign of life awaken, my friend. Anita slowly peeled her eyes open and let out a murmur. Anita, thank God you're alive. Save your strength, Anita. I'll get help right away. Turn around. What's that? What are you saying? I pressed an ear close to her. The warning became clear. Turn around. A flash of light, red then white. Something wet ran down my face. Everything grew dark. A shadowy figure raised something above its head. Another flash. The world grew numb. I didn't feel a thing. It felt like a photograph being... Everything felt like a photograph being developed in reverse. Details washed away. Objects receded into abstraction. Then everything was black. So I think I just got murdered. I might be dead. Ending 30, the sister. Okay. So that's the ending. Wonderful. So apparently there's 30 different endings. Wow. I finished this in an hour and a half. That's all it took. Granted, this is only the first ending, so there's a lot of different Let's Play, like different variations you could play of it. You can go through it on your own and play it as much as you'd like. Frankly, I think I'm kind of done with it. Like, if I play through it again, I'm going to go for a different ending. I hope you guys enjoyed. There is one thing about streaming that it doesn't like. It doesn't want you to stream the whole thing for picking up Grotesque. And if you're a streamer, thank you for taking an interest in sharing your game with the community. Refrain from streaming a completionist run. So because they've asked for this, I'm not going to record and play a whole completionist run of this. There's 30 different possible outcomes. And I'm probably going to play this more in the future. I might show a couple of more endings. I might try to do a couple of things differently. But I genuinely hope that you guys pick up this game and try it out. It's actually pretty fun. It's pretty creepy. I still don't know what the fuck happened anywhere. But if I make different decisions, like if I decided to fight rather than run away, and honestly, I could have saved before each and every decision. And I probably should have done that. It would have saved me a lot of time. But I didn't because I'm smooth-brained, obviously. But I can still go back because I haven't saved since. But I genuinely, guys, I hope you guys enjoy watching this kind of game. Like, I have fun with it. I honestly thought it was going to be much longer, but apparently it's not. So the average play is only about an hour and 30 minutes if you're reading everything aloud and playing guitar in between. So I had a lot of fun with it. I'm probably going to try and do a couple of different endings, but after that, because I think there's more to the story, and I think I just died early, which is entirely possible. You don't try to fight the monster, I guess. If I tried to run, it might have been better. Anita got her arm severed, and everything died. So, I mean, it happens. We'll see. But, you know, I genuinely think there's more to the game, and I'm intrigued. I definitely want to play more. We'll see. But until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace. I know I did the deuces signs early, but like I had to press a whole bunch of things, you know how it is. But yeah, seriously, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little Let's Play. I hope my gain hasn't been too loud, or I haven't been too loud, or, you know, you can't hear the music volume at all, because like that actually made a huge-ass difference. It really did. Because the music, it was literally the ambiance for the whole thing, because I like the design of it. It's very simplified. It's done a lot to specifically go through everything, but I'm not going to go through a completionist play. I'm not going to do the whole thing and leave everything up to... I don't know any songs with drop D other than... I mean, okay, so what I'll probably end up doing is if this gets a request from anyone, like a single request, I will continue playing through this, and I'll continue reading to y'all, because for whatever reason, you might like me reading, you might not. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun little creepy game, and I hope you enjoyed it, seriously. Till next time, peace out. Oh yeah, and I don't want to be the YouTuber that says this, but please leave a like, leave a comment. Helps me get a little bit of feedback on what I'm doing, and helps me be a little bit better at what I'm doing. Let me turn on the mic. Boring bits, you can, just tell me. I can be advised, and, you can... honestly, any comment that you leave helps me get better about my videos. It helps me get better about what I'm doing. Again, I don't do any editing because I don't know how to do that. Like, I went to college for being a scientist, for environmental health and safety, which is what I do for work. But this is just a side project for me. It's just something fun to do on the side. Not necessarily not really anything I'm planning on getting monetized at any point. If it happens, it happens, and that's awesome. If not, whatever. I'm not that concerned with it. I'm just a dude trying to make my way in life. Have fun with it and record a little bit about who I am and what I enjoy doing at this age. So when I go back and I'm old, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I was doing when I was 20. For some reason, I was doing this instead of being, the kind of guy that was like in my 20s, out and about, living life to the fullest while I still could. Because honestly, I think there's a lot of times still get in shape, get back in shape, and then do that whole thing and like just be human. Yes, it's more difficult when you're older, but honestly, when I work full time, it's hard to do a whole lot. Like, I work a steady job. I'm at work all the time. So I really only have time on the weekends, and I'm trying to make more time to do more things, and that's what I'm doing with this. So, anyway, I know I'm ranting, but seriously, leave a comment, give me a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or, watch the Let's Play of the Outer Worlds that probably no one wants to watch. It was really long, and I made mistakes, like serious mistakes, or one of which I didn't have game audio, one of which I didn't have the mic recording, and you can watch my reaction to that in one of the other videos where I realized I didn't have the mic actually on the entire time. That was painful. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Much love to you all, seriously. Thank you for watching.